Well,
Yeah, tell me, why Bulgaria? How you decided to come and when?
I came in 2010 for 2-3 days in the middle of winter, just for a weekend break, and it was cold, cheap,
Cheap, yeah.
and I enjoyed myself. The attitude here is very similar to the way Britain was 30 years ago.
Okay.
The rat race hasn't hit here yet.
No, I mean I'm still suspicious if it ever will like happen like in next.
I don't see
15,
it happening in the next 20 years now.
Yeah, I mean like it will be still. I mean could grow, but
Yeah.
I don't think it will be happening soon.
No.
And where did you come first?
I went to Sofia.
Sofia, the capital.
Yeah, I went to the capital.
And even the capital, which is like a 1.5 million people living there, and it is like still calm, still relaxed for
I tell
people.
you how relaxed it was. I decided to go up into the mountains on the ski lift.
Yeah.
And normally, when you go to places like Switzerland in winter, if you go on a ski lift and you're not going skiing, everybody looks at you.
Yeah.
I went on the ski lift, went to the top, it was damn cold.
Yeah.
And then I came back down and it was just great. It was just, there was no attitude, no problems, it was cool.
Super. Yeah. Was it difficult to choose Bulgaria over the rest of the world, like Spain, like Greece, Portugal? I don't know, wherever British people goes.
Well, for me, I'm not really that interested in where British people go. I wanted a small place.
Small, quiet place for yourself.
Small, quiet place in a decent location. And cost was the big driver. I didn't want to spend lots and lots and lots of money.
Yeah, because imagine like for this money buying something like in Spain for about...
No.
I mean like even the house was not like this as it is now, but I mean I will put some photos for people to see, but I mean imagine in Spain or in France buying for this amount of money. I mean like
one of the places I did consider was Germany, and I looked at the prices and the prices were just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because I speak a little bit of German, and that was something that I considered. But there was another reason as well. We exported some locomotives from the UK to Bulgaria.
Yeah.
So there was friends and a network of people out here, some of who are new and I've got to know.
Yeah.
So that worked.
So
you've
been already had some kind of relation with Bulgaria.
Yeah, but the thing is, you and Pav made it very, very easy
for you to
very easy.
The life, yeah.
Because the reason I got this house was by accident.
Yeah, and also my question was a bit like, next question is like, was it difficult for you to settle in Bulgaria? I mean, like here in Kamenets, I mean, you came over with none of your, like, I mean, you didn't know nobody. I mean, it was like only me who...
I bought the house on eBay, basically. That's what it was. I was looking for a Bulgarian house on eBay, and I liked to look at the house. I spoke to you guys at the time. That's how you did it. Checked your website out, did some research, and spoke to you guys. Bought the house for the price that I was going to buy a second-hand Mondeo or something like that.
Mondeo,
And I came out in the middle of winter to sign the contracts, looked at the house, and I thought, oh my god, what have I done?
Yeah.
Let's put some windows in it, make it watertight. I came back in the March or April of 2014, and the sun was up and the sky was out, the birds were singing.
And you have a beautiful garden as well.
Yeah, and it was 20 odd degrees even in April.
Even in April already,
and I thought, no, this is where I really want to be.
That's the place, yeah. Okay, can you tell me like a thing that you really like about Bulgaria, and of course there is things that you don't like. I mean, it's everywhere.
Everything in life is the same.
Yeah.
What I like about Bulgaria is the weather.
The weather.
The weather's pretty much consistently good.
Yeah, only in the winter when you go skiing.
But I like this.
So I mean, yeah, we still have like the 4 seasons here.
We have the 4 seasons here, but you can have summer right up to November.
Yeah,
and then you've got November to February. I came here on February the 1st and it was 22 degrees.
Yeah.
I was out in my garden as we are now in February. Now I know this isn't usual, But I've done this many times.
It's not once. Yeah, you got your house for about 7 years.
7 years now.
So,
yeah,
that's. I mean, absolutely the weather here. And what you don't like then?
the potholes in the road.
But now you have to admit that now the roads are getting better than 7 years ago.
The roads are better than 7 years, and living in Scotland, we've got big potholes in Scotland, so I kind of get used to it.
Yeah. So I mean, like.
The language can be difficult. The big problem I have is because I still work in the UK. I come over for a bit, have the peace and quiet of my garden and my house.
It's like all so private and quiet.
Yeah, it's so private, quiet and peaceful. But the biggest problem actually are the Bulgarian people.
The Bulgarian people?
Yeah, because they always make an effort to speak English.
But they can't. So.
No, they do. My next door neighbour speaks good English. So for me to learn Bulgarian is very difficult when everybody speaks English to me.
I mean, yeah, you need just the basic stuff to know when you go shopping. And
you do, and you guys are great, because if I've got any questions,
you can call me anytime.
And the other thing which is interesting and about not knowing the language, all the problems and the troubles and hassles that you get back in the UK with politics and issues going, I'm in my bubble. Nobody cares here. You're completely I don't know anything that's going on outside these walls, and it's lovely. That's lovely,
yeah. Was it hard to make and maintain all this thing, like what it was before, and then how great, I can admit. I mean, like now it's stunning. Absolutely. Was it hard to build all this?
It wasn't hard to build. It's all about having an idea and putting it across to you guys and saying, right, this is what I want done. The beauty about working with Mowlem is that when I say I want work done and I spec it and we agree it, when you quote the price, it is that price.
No more, no less.
No more, no less. In the UK, you constantly get people saying, oh, it's going to cost this amount extra. I've never ever had this issue here. There are some things that I have done with the house that second time round I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
But I've got to where I am at the moment, and as you can see, it looks damn good. Originally I put down a tiled patio. With the weather that we get here in Bulgaria, with
the cold weather,
the cold and the hot, I've realised that natural materials work much better.
Much better, yeah.
And the size of the garden that I've got as well, it's very easy to maintain. And what I do is I use the next door neighbour when I'm not here to cut my grass.
Cutting the grass, that's
so
amazing.
It's a win-win situation for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. Like relaxing, I mean, here in a village in central Bulgaria, where it's basically, I mean, there is nice things around, but it's not, I mean, some people are looking for sunny beach, for the coast, you know. I mean, we have many requests about houses on the coast, on the sunny beach, for example, or somewhere near Burgas or Varna. But I mean,
I consider this very carefully.
I mean, here you're, sorry to interrupt you, but here you're basically like, not in the middle of nowhere, but I mean, you have the mountain not far. Yeah, the sea is a bit like 3 hours drive, 4 hours drive, but I mean, you're in a normal village. It's rural, like countryside. I mean, it's, yeah, why you don't go to, for example, to Sunny Beach or Golden Sands?
Quite simple. I like my peace and quiet.
You like to be like on your own.
I like my peace and quiet. If I want to go to Sunny Beach, I can go to Sunny Beach.
But you don't want.
I don't want. I like my peace and quiet. I work very, very hard in the UK, and when I get time off, I like to come here and relax. I'm in the middle of a village.
Yeah, you live actually in the centre. Yeah,
but I'm pretty much bang centre in the middle of a village. But yet, what do you hear? Nothing.
Yeah.
You hear the birds and the nature,
and the bees and
the frogs, and you hear nothing.
Yeah, it's full of frogs here actually. There are like hundreds of them.
Yeah.
And okay, do you believe that more foreigners should come to Bulgaria? Like, I mean, British, Dutch, Spanish, or whatever, French. I mean,
it's very good value. You don't seem to get the hassles that you hear about in Spain with property and land being not owned under the house. You don't get any of that.
Here you own everything, like
That's
your
correct.
own pond, your own grass, your own ground, all the fencing.
And the beauty about here is you seem to be able to get things done. The mayor's office is just there.
Just like 1 minute.
You know, if I need anything done, it's discussed with you guys. You speak to him, no problems.
It's all done easily. Yeah.
Dead easy. Dead
So,
easy.
I mean, what's your experience? Like first experience with Bulgarians or Bulgaria? Like you said you're going to ski, but I mean, okay, let's say with Bulgarian people. What was your first like impression and then?
First impression to begin with is that some Bulgarian people can seem a little bit distant perhaps until you get to know them. And then
exactly.
they're very, very friendly. I find that Bulgarian people are very similar to Scottish people.
Yeah.
They may seem a bit sometimes a bit kind of
Cold.
Yeah, slightly distant.
Yeah.
But as soon as you shake hands and
even if they don't speak your language, they will find gesture.
And the other thing that I found as well is that even going to the town to get a key cut. I went to get a key cut today. The chap in the town, an old man, he doesn't speak any English. He knows my face because I've been before.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, how are you? Can I have this key cut? It's okay, no problem.
Yeah, no problem. They know what.
Yeah,
you're not. You're not looking for meat, for example, the butcher. You're going to key cut like.
It's dead easy and it's relaxed. I remember Britain in the 70s and the 80s when you could have a laugh, you can do things, and the biggest thing about Bulgarian people, there's still community here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the families are important, and looking after old people.
Yeah, they don't.
Is really important.
Yeah, they don't.
So that's handy for me. Yeah, I'm getting to that stage.
Yeah. So, okay. Now a question about Mowlem. About our company? How difficult was to work with Mowlem, and what do you think about the pay monthly plan? The pay monthly.
Yeah, well, originally I bought this house on a pay monthly plan. I think it was about £5,300. And it was my intention just to pay it up bit at a time.
Actually, you paid it quite.
I paid it very quickly,
like about 5 months or something.
I paid it really, really quickly because I just wanted to get cracking.
To start
and move on.
But actually, it's also good to mention that if you want to start building while you're having your pay monthly plan, you can do you can do building works and live at the property.
It's alien to British people. British people buy a house, for example, they buy a house in the UK for £100,000.
Yeah.
By the time they paid the mortgage, it's cost them £300,000.
Yeah, at the end, and the house doesn't keep the value for the same time.
So basically, they pay you guys. There's no big interest. They can get the keys. And they can move into it and get the work done as they go on.
Of course, yeah,
it's great.
That's the thing. That's why we decided to do this. Actually, we were we were the first company to offer pay monthly, like in Bulgaria for foreigners, and we found our way. We've been working through the years, and this is like how to say.
A lot of people that I know are looking at this. Right.
I mean, you don't need to spend a fortune straight away, like cash to give you all your savings or most of your savings to a house, and then to work on it, and you don't have to spend like the whole chunk of money at one time.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can have it's like a savings scheme, but at the end of it, you have something to show for it.
And you turn it into something amazing, really good. Yeah. And okay, last question is like, what do you like to say, for example, to our future clients or people who are considering to choose Bulgaria for their new home, and people who are interested in Bulgaria?
Okay, what I'm going to say is this: Europe's changing, Britain is changing, a lot of countries are changing. It's not the way it was. Some people, that's fine for them. I like my peace and quiet. I like my land that I can do what I want without anybody giving me any hassle or problems. I like to work with a company like yours, where it's dead easy to get things done.
I mean, we're trying to work for the people and to make it like super as easy as possible. I mean, I'm not saying we're perfect, because you know, it's all experience, and then sometimes you need to go through things, or there are people looking for different things, and yeah, we're trying to make it easy for every future client.
Right now is a good time to buy.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a very good time to buy. It was a good time for me to buy 6 years ago. It's probably a better time to buy now.
Now, but you know, you're okay now.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
You're not buying anymore.
Well, look at my house. It's looking
magic.
pretty.
It's magic. It's amazing.
Looking pretty.
Absolutely, yeah. I can say that. It's amazing.
I've got the pond that I put in. I love wildlife.
Yeah.
At night time, the bats come.
Bats?
Yeah, I get bats.
They come to eat
the insects from the pond. I used to have here problems with ants. When the house had been emptied, but they were everywhere.
Yeah.
The frogs now, there's no ants. It's an ecosystem which is working.
Superb, yeah.
And I love it. I mean, it's just great. It's relaxing.
Absolutely. Okay then.
Okay.
It was pleasure, Rob.